JJ Bleday, Zander Gelof, Luis Morales. Who would have guessed? I knew it the whole time. Tonight on Locked On A's.
You are Locked On A's, your daily podcast on the Athletics, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Personally, guys, I didn't like Morales getting called up. That was my personal opinion. I have an old school thinking, just like you need to earn it, right? And Morales, for me, hasn't earned it. He has not dominated AAA. He still has an ERA well in the mid fours. Sure. He's been great of late out of the pen. But tonight was the same old Luis Morales I've seen all year. He lacked command. He lacked control. He got hit hard. He was lucky only to give up 3 hits and 1 run. He got hit real hard tonight. Listen, it was his major league debut. I'm not going to be hard on the kid. I'm not at all. I just don't think he was ready to come up. You got to dominate AAA before you earn the right to come up. That's me. Morales' Vegas number are squeezed by 2 starts where he gave up 6 earned runs. His other 14 appearances have been nice. I hear you, Siphon. I know. I've seen those starts, but it's the same thing. When he's come in relief, he's been good. But his line is he's giving up a lot of hits. He's walking a lot of guys. He's getting out of a lot of innings. I think his numbers represent who he is as a pitcher. Like I said, he could easily prove me wrong. I hope he does. I hope he is ready. And I hope he dominates. Tonight, it didn't look like he was ready. He came in. He got ahead of Gurriel right off the bat, 0-2. And he tried to blow a fastball by a major league hitter. And Gurriel just absolutely smoked it. There was a number of other balls, too, that were hit extremely hard. Listen, I'm rooting for Morales. He's 21 years old. And I hope he proves me wrong. I don't think he is ready. Siphon, I'll admit you're the man, and you got it right, and I won't if he does.
You know, and we're on a Bleday bad year, and we're on a Gelof bad year. But
yeah, I don't know. But right now, I don't see Bleday and Gelof part of even next year's roster. I definitely don't see Gelof. How? Today I got A's up 2-1 and about the 6th or 7th. Morales goes out. Bullpen comes in, implodes, loses 5-2. Cardinals take game 1. My takes are something special. They are something special. That's what the whole offseason is going to be. It's just going to be episodes filled with me being wrong 100%. I appreciate that. Thank you. It was a great win regardless. Hey, I will be wrong every single time as long as we keep on getting W's. And the way we played today was something else, man. Have you ever seen anything like JJ Bleday before? You talk about a guy that's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's unreal. Zander Gelof, same thing. How about Zander Gelof? Yeah, he was unbelievable against Sonny Gray too. These guys, if they get any type of consistency, forget about it. Gelof 3 for 5, Bleday 2 for 5. I thought he should have been 3 hits as well. They're getting a little rough on these errors, or a little ridiculous. Bleday hit that one, I think 105 off the bat, and they call that one an error. It took a big hop off us. It's just an awful scoring decision. They've been bad with a few scoring decisions the last couple days. Your boy Morales would have liked to lead in the bottom of in the 6th inning. Yeah, me too. I would have liked to see what happened there. Zach 523-102. Ass kicking contest, Ripper. Yes. Gelof is getting comfy. I wouldn't go too far on Gelof. I hope you're right. It's his first good game in I don't know how long. But I would not say comfy. I would not say comfy. But if we can get some sort of consistency on him, I would love that. Would love that with Gelof. Today was a big time. Today was what we waiting for. I mean, we saw it one time before with Gelof against the Tigers, and I would like to see that consistently with Gelof. That'd be nice. What's the status on the big Amish? So he had an oblique, right, Sam? He had an oblique injury. MRI came back clean, which is a good thing. But the deal with the obliques is like you think you're feeling okay, and then it just acts up again, right? And it's something that could linger for a while if it's not taken care of. Like I said, MRI came back clean. But knowing the A's and knowing how they treat Kurtz, I think they're going to play it much more on the cautious side of things. He's on the road. I think it's going to be a day-to-day thing. We did it without Kurtz, and we did it without Shea, for sure. And also, you got to remember, Rooker was 1 for 5. He wasn't anything special. So, yeah, man. You know when guys that are hitting practically under 200 go 5 for 10 with 3 home runs and 4 RBIs and 5 runs scored, you're going to be tough to beat. I mean, the whole game today was Gelof and Bleday. I was just as surprised as anybody. It came out of nowhere. I mean, I'm telling you, Bleday, when he got called back up, when he got called back up, he was 8 for 10 in Baltimore and in Washington, I believe it was. And absolutely on fire. Severino's on the bump. It's going to be Severino and Michaelis tomorrow. First start for Severino back since he got on the IL. And Bleday was just absolutely on fire. All of a sudden, he hits a 3 for 33 slump. JJ Bleday. And today's how he breaks out of it. I wish we were deep in the bullpen. RD, we can't say anything about our bullpen. I mean, our bullpen's been it's ERA wise over the last 35 games is top 5 in baseball. I mean, I don't know. We can't really right now. We can't really complain about the bullpen. It's had a couple bad outings, but what bullpen has not? But overall, last 35 outings, it's been top 5 in baseball. But yes, as far as consistency over the season, yeah, you're right. You're right. No question. Back Gelof 8th and let him be next year. JJ defense is not too streaky him. You want Yastrzemski, huh? I don't want Yastrzemski. I'd rather have for example, I think Carlos Cortez is better than Yastrzemski. I think, so here's our outfield next year. You bet Gelof 8th. JJ defense is not great and too streaky in him to keep around next year. So you think Yastrzemski's better than Bleday? I mean, maybe. I guess I'm just not willing to pay $24 million over 2 years for Yastrzemski when he might be better than Carlos Cortez and JJ Bleday. I guess that's my whole thing. If dollars were not an issue, yeah, okay, maybe. But Yastrzemski's not cheap. I think he made $10 million this year. That's my only thing. You like Yaz, huh? Okay. Oh, you're crazy, RD. Stop it. Oh, JJ Bleday might be the worst outfielder in all of baseball. You're always all over Butler. Butler's made some great plays this year. He's average. He's above average. He's made some bad ones, but no, I don't think Bleday's better than center field than Butler. They're both bad. I think just Bleday's more bad. Yeah, both of them aren't good defensively. I mean, that's a hell of a choice, Bleday and Butler. Defensively. I don't shoot. I was a Yaz guy when he was in San Francisco. He just couldn't ever he couldn't really turn the corner, right? It's like it's still the type of thing with Yaz. Like, who is Yaz? What kind of player is Yaz? Is Yaz the platoon hitting left-handed hitter for any type of team? Is he the journeyman outfielder? Or is he the guy that's going to hit 275, 280 with 22 bombs? I don't know. I don't know who. It's a good point you make. I don't know, man. And I still don't know. He was solid. He was solid in San Francisco. If he was good, I think they would have held on to him. I don't think he was. It's always the deal with Yastrzemski, Journey. You make a good point. You do make a good point, though. And this is what San Francisco tried to do. Yastrzemski's always the guy that was okay, but not somebody that you're willing to count on for a number of years. And you feel like every franchise he's been with, the franchise looks at him as somebody that's replaceable. And I think that's how San Francisco kind of thought of him as. But he's dependable. He plays real good defense. He plays every single day. He's a solid bat. Maybe. When I come back, I want to talk about Luis Morales, man. I want to talk about that 6th inning. You guys feel like he should have stayed in? Do you think it was a good call by Kotsay to pull him? It worked out, but, I don't know. I'm kind of going back and forth on that. I'll see you in a minute. This episode is brought to you by PrizePicks, the daily fantasy app where making the right call can actually pay off. You and I make decisions every day, but on PrizePicks, being right means cashing in. With football back, PrizePicks is the simplest and fastest way to get in on the action. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player projections, and you can turn your takes into real prizes, all in less than 60 seconds. I've been playing PrizePicks lately, and it's such a fun way to stay locked in for the season. It's quick, easy, and honestly, my favorite way to follow along with football. I love checking projections like Josh Allen for more or less than 270 passing yards, or Saquon Barkley for more or less than 1 rushing touchdown. And the best part, even if one of your picks misses, PrizePicks invented the flex play, so you can still double your money. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code LOCKEDONMLB to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code LOCKEDONMLB for $50 in lineups after your first $5 play. PrizePicks, it's good to be right. The NFL season is almost here, and FanDuel is making sure you are ready for kickoff with a can't-miss offer right now. New customers can bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you will get $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. I love using FanDuel because it fits however you would like to play. Player props, building a same-game parlay, or even jumping in live as the action unfolds. It makes every game more exciting, whether you are watching your team or just keeping an eye on your fantasy lineup. It's quick, easy, and the best way to add a little more energy to your Sundays. So are you ready to play? Download the FanDuel app now by visiting FanDuel.com to get started. That's FanDuel.com to place your first $5 bet. We have an important request. Locked On wants to hear from you. We have put together a survey to learn more about our listeners and make your favorite podcast even better. This is your chance to tell us what you like, what you don't, and answer questions about our advertising. Go to lockedonpodcast.com/survey to get started. Everyone who completes a survey will be entered for a chance to win one of 10 $100 Amazon gift cards. Again, that's lockedonpodcast.com/survey. You can also find the link in the show notes. Hey, thanks for helping us out, guys. Sam, JJ is not better than center. I agree. RD, I don't know, bud. Journey, it's not our money, Boonies. I'm with you. My point to that is like, hey, listen, we only have a lotted amount of money to spend. But to your point, for example, at the end of last year, like, hey, they threw $10 million at Leclerc. I mean, Leclerc still right now is just collecting checks. I mean, that dude is collecting checks, man. Luis Morales for president. All right, leave him in. I don't think his pitch count was terrible. Give him runs. Kotsay gets scared. All right, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that sixth inning. I would have told you, I got to tell you what I thought during the game, okay? I'm going to tell you what I thought during the game. He comes out to the sixth inning, right? Note bar, singles to right. It was hit hard. Herrera walks. First and second. No one out. We're up 5-1. 5-1. He strikes out Contreras. 1 out. Gets Gorman out in a fielder's choice. He actually made a gutsy play there, right? It was a little tapper back to Morales. I thought he could have gone straight to first. He threw to second. Got him by a hair. 2 outs. Runners on first and third. 2 outs. Mason Wynn comes up. Single. 5-2. Hard hit. Now, the tying run comes to the plate. 2 outs. Morales is at 91 pitches. For as much as I wanted Morales to stay in and finish 6, I was okay. I was okay with the decision. Now, any other circumstance where the tying run is not coming up to the plate, I leave him in. Tying run coming up to the plate, I take him out. I go both ways. I see your point, Journey. Let the kid get through the adversity, so forth. I still want to win the game. And I think Kotsay did too. And I think to give us the best situation, best percentages in order to win the game was to go to Sterner. What's up, XP Sports? This group has a lot of talent. I hope they aren't all traded away. That makes 2 of us, pal. I respect Red Sox fans and I enjoy watch Roman Anthony, but when they go, oh yeah, hey, my A's, you know what? We haven't agreed on a lot of things this year, my A's. We're on point here. Delusional. Red Sox fans are nutty. Just stop it. Stop it with your Roman Anthony talk. Stop it. Just stop it. I mean, it's absolutely nutty. I mean, Wilson should go ahead of Roman Anthony. Just nutty. Oh, come on. That's your boy, Booty. Hey, it worked out. I mean, hey, believe me, what was going in the back of my mind, too, was them just giving a boom on Sterner, man. Remember when Sterner went through that little run, like on the road in Toronto and Houston before the break when we were in that little 20-21 dip? I mean, every time Sterner stepped on the mound, it was just boom, boom, boom. Man. But hey, to Sterner's credit, he's been great as of late, man. Hey, RD, this is a crazy show tonight. RD and my A's bias and me, we agree on something. That's crazy. I don't think it's ever happened in the history where us 3 have agreed on something. But we're going in the right direction. Morales was fantastic, man. I mean, how good has his control been? His control has been absolutely fantastic. 8 strikeouts, 5 2/3, 5 hits, 2 runs, 91 pitches. He only walked 1. Nutty. Just nutty. I mean, and it was so nice to see Gelof and Bleday. Journey, you talk about it often as well. It's like, hey, we're rooting so hardcore for Gelof and Bleday to come through. And Bleday with 2 outs. Bleday with 2 outs. And with that first home run, because I thought Sonny Gray started to settle in. And I've seen this Sonny Gray too often for too long, how good this kid can be. What's up, Timmy? Wilson keeps going 3 for 4 and having multiple. He could make. I think it's going to be Kurtz. I have a hard time seeing anything otherwise. Even with games played, right? How many games played is that for each of them this year? Today was Jacob Wilson's 102nd game. Nick Kurtz is at 94. What is Wilson? 318. I mean, here's the thing, though. Wilson's at 318. Kurtz is at 308. 26 bombs, 70 RBIs. OPS, 1034. And Wilson, the only thing Wilson has him on is 126 hits and average. But it's not like Kurtz is like hitting 240. You know, he's 308. So, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Severino will go nutty tomorrow. I hope so, man. I hope nutty in a good way. For Wilson to make it a competition, Kurtz would need to shut down for all of September and Wilson to win Rookie of the Month, and then votes would be close. Yeah. Yeah. He would also have to get that home run total. You'd have to go on a little bit of a power streak too, right? I mean, he's not bad. He's at 12. I think in order for Wilson to have a shot this year, it's going to take what you said, my A's, Kurtz to be gone the rest of the September or completely slump, which we don't want to see. I don't even want to say that. And Wilson to finish the year at like something like 17 bombs, 330, 140. Yeah, something nuts. Wilson would have to go off and I still think it goes to Kurtz. That 26 home runs is tough with the 70 RBIs. I waited for Bleday all year. We saw it one time already, right? When he just came back from AAA and went to Washington and Baltimore. We saw that a little bit. I don't get this team. Sweep Tigers and then get swept by Texas. Then good start to series tonight. Got to find consistency for next year. Yeah, and that's what I want to talk about coming up next is the consistency and how needed this game was, right? Because right now, last year's team, 2024 to this year's 25, as far as July and August and going into September, is it much different? Is it much different? I'll see you guys in a minute. Hey, A's fans, are you still paying full price for gas? Stop leaving money behind. Get real cash back every time you fill up with the free Upside app. Simply download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play right now and start earning cash at the pump today. Use my limited time promo code SEASON and get an extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first fill up. You could make up to $300 a year just from buying the gas you already needed. At first, I thought it was too good to be true, but it's totally legit. Real people are getting paid just to make their daily commutes. And you can too. Plus, you can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Don't let this offer drive on by. Download the free Upside app now using my limited time promo code SEASON for a limited time 25 cents per gallon. That's promo code SEASON. Offers may vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions. Making Locked On A's your first listen of the day. Locked On A's is part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. What was so huge about today for me, guys, was, again, I don't know if you heard me in the offseason. But much of my predictions of this year and the A's doing well had to do with what they... Oh, Sam, stop it. You think so? I hope not. I mean, Jeremy wasn't bad. I'm just expecting a lot more out of Bleday. Also, Kurt's ready to go tomorrow. Is he injured? Oblique strain. MRI came back clean. MRI came back clean, but with an oblique, it can always kind of linger, right? It never really kind of goes away. So you got to be careful with it. The A's are going to be on the cautious side of things. They didn't really give a clear answer as far as when they talked to Kotze. Said they hope to have him on the field soon. MRI came clean. That's good news, but they're going to be cautious with him. You go figure. I want them to fight every game and keep that mentality. Yeah, and not pack it in. That's what it looked like. And yes. On a high sweep, yes. Yeah, no question. Absolutely. You got to give a little bit of credit, though, to Jack Leiter and DeGrom. Jack Leiter's been pitching absolutely brilliantly over the last 8 starts. DeGrom is DeGrom. With that being said, regardless of how good they looked, it looked like a team that was dead. It didn't have energy. They weren't taking pitches. They weren't fighting it at bats. It looked like a dead team. Yeah. And that's been a big issue all year. That's been a big issue all year. Guys, for me, today was so important. Again, when I think back of 2024, you got to remember, 2024, we had one of the better records in July and August. This A's team in July and August was 28-21. Let me tell you exactly. 1, 3, 5. I'm going to tell you exactly what they were right now. 5, 6, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 29, 28, 23. We actually had a better record last year in July and August than we had this year. Difference is last year's team had one of the worst Septembers they had all year long, which is why their record didn't really didn't look that great. If you really want to compare where they were at this stage last year, so today our record through 139 games is 64-75. In 2024, our record through 139 games was 61-78. 61-78 last year, 64-75 this year. Only 3 games. Texas found a way to win tonight. Seattle's in trouble. Yeah. No excuses on pitching. This is the bigs. You're going to face good pitching. Yeah. Your journey. You're absolutely right. The energy was down. No question about it. And we got to find some sort of consistency. It's something we've been missing all year long. Point being is, we were high after beating guys like Scooble and sweeping Detroit. And we came back and laid an egg and basically gave a sweep across the way to Texas. I thought it was our worst series of the year. I thought the Texas series was our worst series of the year. Now, we've laid eggs before all year long, but there's always been a series, and we've gotten swept before. But there's always been series this year. I can't remember one series where there was a game or a series where we were completely out of it all 3 or 4 games. Not one. There hasn't been one series I can recall. Correct me if I'm wrong. Where we were out of it for all 3 or 4 games. The series against Texas, the only time it was close was game 1 on Friday when the score was tied at 3. That was it. Texas ran away from it. Every single game. I mean, they just rolled. And we're going against Sonny Gray today. And I thought, uh-oh. But we got to follow it up tomorrow. Severino on the bump. Is there still a way this team can finish 500? Is there 17-6? That's going to be tough. 17-6. 64-75. Well, the sweep in Texas can be explained. Kurt's injury, starting a non-ready rookie, Barnett. Barnett was one game. Kurtz played first 3 or 4 innings in game 1. I don't think Kurtz was going to matter if he stuck around for all 9 innings. And game 3 was DeGrom. So I don't know. I don't know if it would have mattered much. Game 2, you got a point on. Barnett never had a chance. Barnett never had a chance. I agree. Rangers series was horrible. Not often you score 6 late inning runs. Yeah. They scored those 6 runs in the 8th. I mean, I was just like, it was like a joke. Are you guys kidding me? Now you guys want to come up with stuff? But 64-75. We had 69 wins last year. Let's finish strong. Let's finish strong. Someone that should ask Severino how the Texas pitcher did. Yeah, it seems like everyone's pitching okay against the A's in Sacramento. Not as of late, but hey, there's a lot of A's pitchers that's been doing okay. Jacob Lopez has done just fine there. Jeffrey Spingers has some great starts over there. So, yeah. It's the big thing with culture, energy, locker room. That stuff needs to get better, and I hope it does. I hope it does soon. But tomorrow, 4:35, I believe, is first pitch against the Cardinals. Let me get a for sure for you to time on that. Severino and Nicholas, I believe it is. Miles Mikolas. Sorry about that. Miles Mikolas. I did the episode with JD. He's awesome. Host of Locked On Cardinals. And we talked about the series. I was wrong as usual. He was wrong too. We both had Cardinals winning today. I had A's winning games 2 and 3, which is scary considering my predictions and how accurate they have been lately. But he talks about the Cardinals and what's gone on with their franchise and so forth. You get a chance, check out that. JD is a awesome, one of the better hosts on the Locked On Network. Host MLB Game Night as well. So if you have a chance, check that out. College football weekend, a lot of fun, good games. But hey, it's still baseball, man. It's still baseball. Sully had an interesting take. He said, have the season playoffs start, I believe it was this weekend, which wasn't a bad take, because and he made a good point, because once the playoffs start overlapping with the NFL, forget it. Cardinals aren't spending like they usually do. They've usually, for about the last 10, 15 years, Journey, been top 10. No, right around anywhere between 10 and 13 as far as where they rank as far as payroll. 8 and 13, somewhere in that, but about 10 to 13 this year, 18 in payroll. But yeah, they haven't spent it all. All right, fellas, I will check you guys out tomorrow. Appreciate you making Locked On A's your first listen of the day. Take it easy, guys. Have a good one. Have a great holiday. Big win today. Hey, much needed. And Gelof and Bleday and Morales, I told you guys. It's another big moment on Locked On. College football fans, Locked On and Fire TV present College Football Kickoff, your ultimate college football weekly preview. Drake Toll of Locked On Big 12 leads the conversation alongside two-time AP Coach of the Year, Gary Patterson, former college star Jesse Hawley, and Locked Locked On's local experts. A college football preview only Locked On can do. Catch college football kickoff every Thursday throughout the season only on Fire TV.